and because I just passed out, and I thought, am I being tortured?
Yeah.
Because it was just one of these things where you had all of these. There was this uncanny valley sort of thing going on because that fat cat looks like James Corden, or they were doing sort of CGI elimination of things, and they were. I mean, I get the intent and the effort put into it,
right,
but it just did not pay off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the stage show, they're dressed like that.
It's legendary.
So they're going to try and pull that off and go another level in the movie, but, did we need it?
I don't think
need a Cats
so.
movie? I don't know. So anyhow, the signatures are coming in fast, and they're approaching 40,000 as of yesterday of people who don't want him in Wicked. Do any of you guys know Wicked well? I don't know it at all.
I've seen not Broadway, but the Merriam Theater production.
Yeah, the touring.
I loved it so much.
Really?
I want to see it. I love the idea of the story, and I just never have. I don't know any of the music, and I just haven't had a chance to see it.
I didn't know anything about it, didn't know any of the music going in, so I went in completely blind and deaf. I had no clue.
People love it. My wife saw it and loved it.
Yeah, so we, the big production, we were like side stage. We were up.
That's awesome.
And the witch, she comes like flying, and we were like eye to eye with her. And she ended up being the same one that ended up being on Broadway. Her name was Jessica Vosk. I just loved it. I don't want to give anything away.
On the other hand, Ricky Gervais called the movie Cats the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs.
All right, so people don't want him in it. Hillary Duff is here for her daughter's new jewelry, and she doesn't care what anyone else thinks.
What?
The actress shared a shot of her 7-month-old daughter, Mae James, getting her ears pierced. And she wrote, "Yes, I pierced her ears today. Can't wait for the internet to call me a child abuser again. Let's go."
So what? I've seen babies or young, toddlers
My sister-in-law
with ears
just
pierced.
did it with my niece. She was about 7 months old. That was about the age she went.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, but, whatever. There's nothing I can do about
she
it.
said to me, she goes, I had them. I'm fine.
I was 9 months when I got my first C-ring.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a piercing.
Yeah,
They just slipped that over.
Right, yeah.
So that's a little different.
So I was much older when I got my ears pierced, and I remember saying to my mom, "Why didn't you just do it when I was a baby, so I didn't have to remember?"
So
the
I don't
pain?
remember the pain.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. Dove shares Banks, Matthew Coma. Banks is 3, by the way, and Luca Cruz, who is 9, with her ex, Mike Comrie. But, she got her 7-month-old ears pierced, and she's waiting for people to beat her up about it. Kirsten Dunst is opening up like never before about the demons she battled in her 20s. The 39-year-old tells the Sunday Times, "I feel like most people around 27, the S hits the fan. Whatever is working in your brain, you can't live like that anymore mentally. And I feel like I was angry." She said, "You don't know that you're repressing all this anger. It wasn't a conscious thing." What was that?
Yeah, hitting the fan.
Oh, okay. Dunst says that medication was involved. She said, "It's hard to talk about such a personal thing, but it is important to share too. All I'll say is that medication is a great thing and can really help you come out of something. I was afraid to take something, and so I sat in it for too long. And I would recommend getting help when you need it."
What movies was she making around the age of 27?
Good
Was it
question.
Spider-Man or wasn't Bring It On, was it? That movie's
No,
perfect.
That was a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe Spider-Man. What was the...
I think Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless.
Which she's really great in.
Was that movie Wimbledon? Was she in that?
Yeah, she's 39 now, and you were saying early 20s, Preston?
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, so it was a little bit after Spider-Man, but yeah, Elizabethtown, Marie Antoinette.
All right.
Spider-Man 3. So yeah, I mean, that portion of her life.
Okay.
Yeah. So she said she was having trouble, but
Do you remember
got some medication, and she's it helped her.
Do you remember at that time she was people were calling her Kirsten Drunkst?
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez are making their romance work despite their hectic work schedules, according to People.
They're making it work.
They spent the weekend together in Los Angeles, and
I love you.
Ben brought Jennifer to the airport.
I love you.
Oh my God.
Johnny, do you love me? You will.
Do you have to bring that everywhere, Ben?
The voice
sound good.
So he brought her to the airport for a flight to Vancouver.
Would you like a Cinnabon?
On Sunday.
You will.
The pair were photographed kissing passionately on the tarmac.
Did that feel good?
It will.
Will. You want to do finger stuff here?
Oh, my God.
You will.
That's kind of scary.
It is scary. No one wants to hear that in the dark, especially criminals.
An insider tells the magazine Jennifer and Ben spent the weekend together in L.A. They still have intense work schedules, but are finding time for each other whenever they can.
This is good. This seems to be good. Do you guys think this is good?
Oh,
Or am
I
the only
think
one
it's
who-
great.
Yeah.
I'd celebrate this, yes. You know why? Because Jennifer Garner approves.
Jennifer Garner
And,
approves.
I think she's the perfect woman.
It also shows that there's always there's a second chance in life.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't work the first time. Maybe now's the perfect time.
This was the relationship that Marissa and I were talking about. She thinks it's all for show and that eventually they're going to do a big breakup.
Huh?
I don't think
they
this
don't
is
need
for
it.
show. I really don't.
No.
I think that they are enjoying each other,
Tell me,
Marissa.
do you think this is for sure?
I think A-Rod was for show.
Oh, you don't think this one is?
No.
Oh, I
but-
thought you said this one.
But this one's very planned out. Like all of the photo shoots, all of the everything.
Who's that woman in that other room?
Well, stuff like this, when these photos end up in the press, they clearly know they're being photographed. So
Yes.
this stuff is posed. And
Sure.
that part of it is like, nah.
This is what I would set up in my new business. I'd be like, we're going to set up when
Well,
you guys kiss.
Who would you talk to first, Jennifer or Ben?
What do you mean?
Or, is it one client at a time, or are you taking them on as
together.
Well, no. If the client is the couple.
You invite them to Floral and Hardy, and you have the meeting.
Well, no, that's way too public.
Okay.
We'd
Oh,
have
okay.
to. Yeah, no,
Oh,
we'd
all
have
right.
to go
Oh.
like the secret
right.
upstairs
Guppies.
area. No, at Floral and Hardy, they have an upstairs area. We could hide up there.
I'm going to Guppies.
Right.
Upstairs at Floral and
I
Hardy.
was thinking about you last night, Kathy. I was watching the.
I was thinking about you too.
Oh, well, that's nice. What were you doing? Taking a crap.
This one really hurts.
No, I was watching the whatever happened to Brittany Murphy
Oh
documentary.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
it's very good, isn't it?
And
that.
so the husband and her mother start this weird campaign, and they hired a PR guy. And I was thinking of you because he came on. He's like, it was horrible.
Yes.
He's like, I was cringing looking at these people and what they were doing. And I thought about you and your repair job
Yeah.
that you said you could do. It'd be hard for somebody to steer people in the right direction and get them the kind of PR, positive PR.
Yeah.
You're right.
But you're up to the
I
challenge.
could do it. I could do
All
it.
right.
Preston, there's
you.
that sequence where they're on Larry
King. Oh, my
it's
God.
the most
Oh, I have to
cringe-inducing.
watch it.
I haven't finished watching. I got like 20 minutes left,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's really good.
It's
Just
very
the
good.
first episode, because I think there's two
Yeah.
episodes, but it's really well done. All right, so anyhow, back to Ben and Jen.
Anywho,
According to this insider, they said
Anyway.
several times Jennifer flew to Austin for only a few hours before she had to return to filming in Vancouver. It's difficult for them to be apart, but apparently they're trying to make it work.
Tell me, do you want to grab a bite? You will.
But I don't want to.
You will.
I'm not hungry.
Not
We're
right
going
now.
to
Not right now.
Outback Steakhouse. Now.
Okay, I'll go there.
Bloomin' Onion.
Actually, I prefer Texas Roadhouse. Is that okay?
You will prefer Outback Steakhouse.
So earlier this year, Miles Teller, the actor,
Yeah.
was assaulted in Hawaii.
I remember this.
According to reports, now I have very little information, but now prosecutors believe a guy named Russell Nielsen intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly caused bodily injury to Teller.
You know that they've altered the greeting in Hawaii now. They used to put a lei around your neck, and now they cold cock you.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's not as friendly. That's not the aloha spirit. So they were legal documents obtained by TMZ. I don't know anything other than that.
No, I just saw what you saw,
Pretty much
and it
it.
seems to be that there was a little bit of a bizarre altercation, and that was that.
He's from our area. He went to Downingtown.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's a big Phil's fan and local guy.
Have we ever talked to him?
I don't know.
I want to say yes, but then I also want to say no.
I don't think we have, because I definitely would have harped on Whiplash quite a bit.
Yes.
About him in-
Well,
in
we
the-
talked to
the drama. We had
Damien Chazelle. Yeah.
but not Miles Teller. So during Monday's Big Brother VIP, that's a thing, I guess. Caitlyn Jenner opened up about her relationship with ex Kris Jenner.
Yeah, this is the Australian version, right?
It just says
Yeah.
Big Brother VIP. I don't know. It was on Monday. She said, I would say from my standpoint, our relationship is not as good as it should be.
It should be better.
The Olympian told her housemates, I don't have any hard feelings towards her. I wish that it was closer, but it's not, meaning their relationship.
Gabby, can I borrow your blowtorch? I'm going to shave my legs.
Caitlyn said, our relationship is okay. I think it could be better just because of the kids. It's always the way that you have that. It's all about how the mother and father, how they get along together. Is it easy? Is it good? Do they see each other?
Hell, I don't know.
Is there any tension? Hell, I don't know. So Caitlyn is saying, that she and Kris are kind of just
Who wants ambrosia?
fading apart. But divorces, even if there's not a sex change involved or anything
they're
like
tough.
that, they can be. I knew some people who were they had a fairly amicable breakup, and as years went on, it just fizzled out completely. Like
It's sad, isn't it?
they never really stayed friends. They didn't hate each other, but it just kind of faded out, and that's probably what's going on there.
That's when love goes away.
Yeah, it does. Regina Hall, the actress, is set to star in a sequel of Midnight Run.
I
With-
like
wow.
this.
With Robert De Niro attached to produce, not to be in it, but to produce.
So, you would also. I like it, and I also see the issue of not having Charles Grodin, right, and not having.
Well, he was. He's what made.
He's
that
what
movie
made
great,
the movie.
I think,
Yeah.
But De Niro having him in it, maybe not as the star, but maybe
Yeah.
as a side character. I think would be kind
Or
of
at
nice
least to frame
nod.
it. Yeah.
It could be fun, but is it necessary? No. But
No.
you could still have, it could still be a good movie, but it's just a classic.
If they include a Ben Affleck Batman cameo, that'd be great.
I went to, I don't know why that's
Is it
necessary.
midnight? Are you running? You will.
I went on a Dennis Farina kick not that long
Well,
ago.
who doesn't?
Well, I did.
Yeah.
And that's why I brought it up, because he's in Midnight Run. And
He's great in
and
it.
He's, and
Yep.
in Get Shorty, he's fantastic. And he was a cop for a long
Chicago
time.
cop.
Yeah.
In
and
fact, the first time I saw him, Nick, was on the series. God, it was from Michael Mann. It was I can't believe I'm having a brain fart.
Was that
Crime
Chicago?
Story?
Crime Story.
Oh man, it was so good.
but he's great in my Midnight Run as well.
Yeah. So Midnight Run came out in 1988. It come out in 1988.
It come out in 1988.
It starred De Niro as a bounty hunter who is tasked with tracking down a former mob
Hey,
accountant,
Preston, when did that movie come out?
played by the late Charles Grodin.
It's time for Preston Bayou movie review.
The buddy.
He gonna tell you what good see that movie there, bum bum bum.
The buddy comedy See That Duo Driving Cross Country.
That's that car driving along, making saying all crazy talk.
Oh, guarantee. Trying to evade both the FBI and the mob.
I'm giving this tree gators.
Brooklyn Nine. What?
Wow, that's a hell of a cinema there. Chewing up all that there popcorn and them snow caps.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine's Aisha Carr is writing the movie. Story details in the sequel are being kept under wraps. Universal had been trying to make a sequel or remake since the 1990s. In the early 2010s, Timothy Dowling was writing a script with the idea of having De Niro's character Jack Walsh paired with a younger comedic foil, but that never really came together. So they're going with a completely different approach with Regina Hall. She's great, by the way.
She's
I
awesome.
love
Do
her.
you know what happens, though, with these things, Preston? I think you probably will agree with it. It's like it seems like a bad idea until they make it, and if it's actually good, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, try it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like Coming to America, the sequel.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
I got to watch
Yeah.
it. I heard one or two, people say, nah, and I was like, oh, man.
It's not as
The
good
first
as
one
the first.
was so great and important to me that I don't want to, you know what I mean?
To
But
me-
I'll watch it.
To me, one of the funniest parts, in case you saw, Nick, did you see it?
I did, yeah.
Arsenio Hall's African shaman
Yes.
character is so hilarious.
The best parts are the same best parts of
Yeah.
the first one when they're playing the other characters, and then the outtakes and the stuff at the end. I found myself laughing out
Yeah.
loud.
I know what character of his I love in the first movie is Reverend Brown.
It's great.
I love the Lord.
Love
the Lord is wrong. I want to be right.
with his
I love
huge
him.
teeth.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. All right. How about this? Leonardo DiCaprio. He's played a bunch of real-life figures throughout his Oscar-winning career. Now, the 46-year-old is poised to add one more, and he is in final talks to step into the shoes of controversial cult leader Jim Jones.
So,
Wow.
he's at the right age to play this. Now, years ago, Powers Booth starred in a miniseries.
Spot on.
And he was amazing. I think he won the Emmy for the performance, and the miniseries was great.
Guyana Cult of the Damned was the name of it.
It's great.
Yeah.
So I saw this, and I agree with you, Preston. I think DiCaprio is an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah. And I'm fascinated by the People's Temple. And
every time you watch any documentary, Preston, on it, there's a part, at least in me, that kicks in that's like, oh, you can avoid it. Oh, you can avoid it. You can avoid it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know, but you have vulnerable people and a very charismatic person who just lied and told them the things that they needed to hear at that time and manipulated them.
Like crazy.
And talked 900 people, or most of them, into committing group suicide. It was just... If you're younger and you're not familiar with that story, if you ever look at aerial photos of all of those people in this mass suicide, you just can't believe that actually happened, and it did. He's in the final talks. It's written by Scott Rosenberg, who did Venom and the Jumanji franchise and the upcoming Citadel.
Oh, that's a departure.
Right? Yeah. Jumanji
to Jim Jones.
Yeah. The project was picked up by MGM in a preemptive deal and finds DiCaprio producing alongside Jennifer Davison through their APN Way banner. Of course, as the leader of the religious group known as the People's Temple, Jones was responsible for one of the largest mass deaths in history as he orchestrated a group suicide that claimed the lives of 909 individuals.
So, Preston, the picture has been called up on the screen here in the studio. And as it started to happen, Jones had some of his goons. Yeah. People started to say, "No, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know," and they would hold them at gunpoint and make them drink it.
Yep, it was real bad. So anyhow, no word on when this project will come to light, but I'm fascinated by that subject. So, and he's excellent, DiCaprio. In a first, viewers will be able to stream 13 Marvel movies in a new format called IMAX Enhanced on Disney+.
So do you know what this is?
Well, it's expanding the aspect ratio thing.
Right, the way Zack Snyder did it for the Snyder Cut. So you're going to get more information on screen.
Yeah, 26% more of the film image on the home screen. So this launches on Friday. And the lineup includes Shang-Chi and Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Captain America Civil War, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, whole bunch of them.
I think I'm going to have to sample that a little bit because they made a strong case with Zack Snyder's ratio. And a number of directors have explained it. When you have a larger-than-life character, that vertical... that framing, that box, that more squared box gives you more of a giant appearance. A ultra wide screen shrinks everything, and so the enormity of a character like a Superman seems to be diminished a bit.
Do you need a special setup to watch this? Okay.
No.
I remember watching The Dark Knight in IMAX at I think it was the Franklin Institute, or maybe it was downtown. Anyway, that opening shot.
Yeah. It's amazing.
In Chicago with the Joker's bank heist at the beginning of it, that resonated with me, and I would love to see that aspect again.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Nolan loves to work with IMAX.
Yeah,
so that's coming out on Friday. And then one last thing, Sony has shared the first official poster for Spider-Man: No Way Home.
No way.
Shows Tom Holland's Spider-Man surrounded by Doc Ock's tentacles. Willem Dafoe's The Green Goblin lurks in the background as well.
How excited are you for
this?
Dude,
December 17th. It is not that far off, and we're getting movies. I love it.
Then we have the Flash movie coming out. You saw that trailer with the Michael Keaton from behind as Batman.
And any idea when that's coming out?
Gosh, and I don't know. It's coming out fairly soon, though.
Oh, yay. Excellent.
Yippee.
All right, mystery clips.
Yeah. I thought I gave it.
Don't.
Oh, no, I got him. Sorry. Yep. Not going to waste all that hard work. And we'll go with this. In Tick, Tick, Boom, a young composer in New York City discovers the pressures and difficulties of being an artist in the city that never sleeps. In this clip, star Andrew Garfield explains his character's biggest concern. Here we go.
The question that John was plagued with that kept him up at night was, what am I going to do while I'm here, and how do I make it the most meaningful version? Were you John? were you Jonathan Larson to the extent that you could have been?
Cut it out.
Tick Tick Boom will be streaming on Netflix this Friday.
So I've actually been listening to a little bit of the soundtrack because this is the story that the gentleman who wrote Rent.
Yes,
remember
it's an amazing story.
He died the night before it opened on Broadway. This is his story that he wrote about himself. And Andrew Garfield is a singer, and he sings in this, and it's really good. And so my daughter's been sort of obsessed with the soundtrack. So
I saw a documentary on him, and it's an amazing story that this guy sunk his very essence into Rent and didn't really ever get to see the cultural, thing it became.
Yeah. Here's the next clip. Army of the Dead fans currently basking in the prequel Army of Thieves, knowing that there is more on the horizon. In this clip, producer Zack Snyder shares what is in store for the entire franchise.
As far as the animated series, Shay and I did the entire thing, because that's another 2 hours of content, basically that you're going to get. Another, Shay wrote the entire script for Army of Thieves. He and I wrote Army of the Dead together. We have a plan for Army 2.
Army of Thieves is now streaming on Netflix, and we spoke to Zach Warrior at the Camp Out for Hunger.
If you get a chance, catch this, Preston. It is a straight-up caper movie, but it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. And speaking of Camp Out for Hunger, we are going to have the totals for food and money thus far, because actually Acme is going to continue collecting your donations until Thanksgiving, which is wonderful. But we'll give you the rundown of that as we get to Bizarre Files, so roughly an hour from now. So we're excited to announce that information. All right, let's take a break. Come back in just a second. We have just a beautiful morning to share. 70 degrees and sunshine today. It's going to be fantastic. We'll be back in a moment.
Preston and Steve.
On 93.3 WMMR.
Will it be fast food or fancy food?
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel?
Yeah.
Do you like schnitzel?
It's not bad. It's it's good. I mean, it's not great, but yum. Yeah, it'll do it.
Is that what Christoph Waltz is eating during Inglourious Bastards?
No, that's strudel.
Strudel, okay. Because I love me some strudel.
Schnitzel is very sweet.
Do you know what schnitzel is?
No. Is it a baked good? Is it a salty baked good?
It's pork.
Oh, then no.
Fried pork.
Okay.
Essentially, it's like a fried pork tenderloin, so it's not anything like a schnitzel.
I don't like it much. Yeah.
You don't like schnitzel?
Nah, I'm not a big schnitzel guy.
I mean, I like it. It's good enough. So anyhow, Schnitzel Fest event in Bavaria, Germany, apparently used 400 pork chops, 4,000 eggs, 551 pounds of breadcrumbs to create a giant schnitzel. And the resulting schnitzel is 2,663 pounds.
Wow. People must have been schnitting for weeks after.
That's good, dude.
You knew it was coming.
I just took a hairy schnit.
753.5 square feet is how big it is.
Wow.
I've had schnitzel in Germany, in Munich. We were having dinner, and I'm like, how can I not have schnitzel?
If you're going to have schnitzel, you have it there. So what did you think?
It's good. It's not great.
It's not rocking your world.
No, it's good. I'd order it. I've had it at other places as well, too.
It's funny when you have something that you think is authentic and then you later do have the authentic version of something and your opinion of it changes 180%, 180 degrees, I should say.
Organizers say it took nearly 3,700 gallons of oil to fry. A Guinness World Record adjudicator, how do you say that word?
Adjudicator?
Adjudicator, thank you. Was on hand to verify the schnitzel's measurements.
You say, called me to schnithead.
And certify that it broke the previous record of 1,212 pounds, so it blew that record away. And it was then split up into 4,800 portions and sold to attendees at the festival.
Yes, we put it on a conveyor belt and it comes right out to Schnitthorn.
Keep going. Do more.
What were you going to say? You were going to say something.
Well, so it's just a pork chop, basically?
Yeah, I don't know if it might be the tenderloin case. I'm not 100% sure what part of the pig it is. But yeah, it's like a fried pork chop or a fried tenderloin.
Yeah, I never really care for pork chops.
Oh man, I do love pork.
I know, and people like my father loves them, and I like them only if they are incinerated to the point.
No.
That's the only way I can eat.
You got to get them juicy. All right. Well, anyhow, they made the biggest one in the world.
What cartoon has a character named Schnitzel?
That was Chowder.
Chowder, that's it.
And
okay.
Schnitzel would only say "rottle, rottle." He never said anything other than that. "Rottle, rottle."
I was looking for that, and I came across something that says "schnit" in the bathtub. So I'm going to
Go
play
ahead.
that.
Let's hear what that is.
I don't know what that is, but
oh no, someone decided to take a shit in the bathtub. Not again.
You know what that was from?
What is that from?
That OxyClean parody. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, that was funny.
That was very funny.
That was
where they add the dialogue.
Just take this effing thing right over here and rip this. Oh, look at that. Someone schnit in the bathtub.
Oh no, someone decided to take a shit in the bathtub. Not again.
Not again.
I saw this story. I thought this was kind of interesting. A pair of panties.
Yeah.
Belonging to Adolf Hitler's wife, Eva Braun, sold at auction for around $6,000 over the weekend.
Oh, geez.
The pink.
Put on the panties.
Yes, the pink.
The ones that I like, the pink ones.
The pink silk panties,
oh boy,
embroidered with Braun's initials, came from a private European World War II collection. They were sold to an anonymous UK telephone bidder.
These are like bloomers.
Who also bought her. You're right, they are. They're huge.
Yeah.
Who also bought her white lace nightdress for $5,000. You know, there's some guy wearing these things, staring in the in the mirror.
Swaziland.
Yes.
Oh my God! You know, as obviously as staggeringly aberrant as Hitler was, with all of his little things like his all the weird, creepy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Him having sex is at the bottom of the list of things I want to think about Hitler doing.
Yeah. Auctioneer Jonathan Humbert said that there was perennial interest in items from the Nazi Germany area. In the same auction, a bracelet presented by Goering's wife, Emmy.
I got you something.
Sold for about $3,000.
Oh my gosh, he vintage Javid.
The gold-plated bracelet dated 1938 has a central locket with a swastika and opens up to reveal
swastika on it?
a picture of Hitler, of whom Goering was a close confidant, of course. So there was a picture of Hitler in this locket that he gave to her with the bracelet.
That's right there. Too cute to not commit genocide.
Oh, my God. Happy wife, happy life. I actually said that phrase to somebody the other day, a minute, and it's
the truth. Honestly, and you know when things, you walk in and you can feel it in the air.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
And then when I say it's because you're on your period.
Oh my God.
You said that one time, and you never said it
Is
again.
it girl things? What did you say?
Oh my God. They turn into Rambo.
Yeah.
They turn into Rambo.
It's gonna get bloody.
It
I'm
is.
coming for you.
Oh my God. Kathy, what were you going to say? Oh,
Having my period, having to use the feminine hygiene products, spitting on us, calling us baby killers.
And we know it. It's so bad. I hate it, but listen,
use it.
I'm an animal.
I do
once a
again.
month.
As I've said, my it's pretty even keel. I don't have the Jekyll and Hyde thing. You know.
No?
Yeah.
God,
Never
you're
had that.
lucky.
What country was Hawaiian pizza invented? 215-263 WMMR. We will go to Kara and see if she knows the answer. Hey, Kara.
Hey, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks to you, Kara. So, do you know what country Hawaiian pizza was invented in?
Canada.
That's correct.
Yeah. They call that the Big Island, Preston.
Because it used to be, it was pineapple and Canadian bacon, which is essentially ham anyway. But I remember when you first would order, or at least I remember when I first ordered Hawaiian pizza, that it was advertised as pineapple and Canadian bacon.
There you go. Would never have guessed.
It's like a nightmare for me.
I love it.
Really?
The cooked fruit situation for me. It's
yeah,
like
that's
I'm out.
right.
I'm just out.
That's right. Any hot fruit.
You know,
There's a band name, Hot Fruit. Damn it. I got to write these
Kathy
down.
Romano, come down and see my new band, Hot Fruit. We sizzle.
We're sick.
They sizzle. I'm sorry. Did I hear that again?
Kathy Romano, come see our new band, Hot Fruit. Boys, we sizzle.
Hot fruit. All right, anyhow.
What do we play? I'm interested.
That's a good question.
Nothing but Shania Twain.
All night.
Oh.
Let's go, girls.
All right.
Who wants some Hawaiian pizza?
Hot fruit.
And the director, by the way, is a guy named Jim Mickle. He's from Pottstown.
Oh, Jim Mickle.
Oh yeah, actually, he did a movie I've mentioned before, a vampire movie, a really good vampire movie called Stakeland.
No kidding.
Yeah, really well done.
Okay.
Kathy just got a message.
Kathy just wants
Everything
to.
okay?
Yeah, she just wants to listen to some music.
Yeah.
Turned over to B101.
I'm trying to win the prize.
Really
I'm trying to win Richard Marx tickets.
Can you guys be quiet?
Can you guys just take a break for a minute?
Yeah, my name is RONANO.
Oh my God, thank you. I'm so excited.
I can't. I'm at work.
Yeah, you can't get more excited.
Yes. You can't get more excited that you just won tickets. I can't. I'm at work.
I work at WMMR. I do the morning show.
Well, can you go outside and scream?
Kathy at WMMR.com. You can't win this.
You could actually walk one block down and pick up the tickets.
Guys, I'll be right back.
You know what else I noticed?
Ooh.
I noticed.
Just noticed more things.
I noticed that
Not just product renaming.
the Cold War
The Cold War. CW.
could have been a world war.
TCW.
But a cache of Soviet jokes that was compiled by CIA agents during the Cold War has been released among a cache of declassified documents.
Soviet jokes designed for what purpose?
It's hard to say because they mainly make fun of the Soviet Union. So all the jokes were told between Soviets, but picked up by CIA operatives before being relayed back to Washington. So,
do we believe that perhaps it were American operatives and spies to be armed with these jokes? It might be a way of sort of ingratiating themselves to, in other words, if you could tell a funny Soviet joke to another person.
I don't. They're not clear on what the purpose
or was
of this
it for their?
I think it was just them.
Soviet review.
It was just part of the gigantic lists of stuff that they have at the CIA.
There's a lot of Yakov Smirnoff stuff here, right?
The list was addressed to the deputy director of the CIA, but is believed to have been circulated among senior White House officials. One joke featuring Ronald Reagan made it to the president's desk, and he found it so funny that he began to use it himself.
That's the goddamn funniest thing I've ever heard.
So here, you want to hear the joke?
Please tell me. Tell me, Mommy.
An American tells a Russian that the United States is so free that he can stand in front of the White House and yell, "To hell with Ronald Reagan." And the Russian replies, "That's nothing. I can stand in front of the Kremlin and yell, 'To hell with Ronald Reagan,' too."
I don't get it.
Oh, yeah!
Did you say penis? I must have missed it.
No.
You said it was a dirty joke.
No, I didn't say it was a dirty joke.
Oh, yes, you did. What?
No, I didn't say it was a dirty joke.
You said it was filthy.
I think the Alzheimer's is kicking in, Ronnie.
God damn it.
Yep.
Where are my jelly beans?
It is not known exactly why the CIA began doing this.
It wasn't filthy.
Though since there were no polls in Soviet Russia, it could have been a good way for agents to judge public mood towards politicians and the government.
Why did chicken cross road?
Why?
To escape the extreme starvation caused by Stalin.
One particular figure of fun was Mikhail Gorbachev.
Why do I have stain on head?
The last leader of the Soviet Union who worked to end the Cold War by reforming the USSR. While this made him popular overseas, he was often reviled at home, as revealed by this joke, which tells of a man waiting in line at a liquor store.
Tell the joke.
A worker standing at a liquor store line says, I have had enough. Save my place. I'm going to go shoot Gorbachev. 2 hours later, he returns to claim his place in line, and his friends asked, "Did you get him?" He said, "No, the line there was even longer than the line here."
That is a good one. It's very funny.
Another joke compares Gorbachev to...
You know, maybe you don't laugh at the same kind of jokes or something, but... you told me that Gorbachev line joke and it wasn't funny. But I have one for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Banana.
I don't think you told that correctly.
Shut up.
Banana.
So Stalin.
I'm going home.
Stalin was also.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Stay in your seats or you'll all be shot. He's funny, yes? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You will starve in gulag.
I'm here all Zavik.
I would say try Seville, but there is no veal. Try cannibalism as we starve out all of the population in Siberia because of extreme poverty caused by Stalin. Thanks for coming. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
They murdered my wife.
That's sad.
Yeah, but if you think about it, she was nagging.
It's a way Homer.
Have you heard the banana joke?
Heard funny joke from Rocky. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Or two.
Banana.
Oh, God. Oh. Well, these are CIA files.
Hey, I am having literally to hold stomach from pain of laughing.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I noticed that, and I figured we might have
Notice the Soviet humor.
They may not be married, but Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are still family, according to Ben's brother Casey. During an interview with E.T. on Saturday.
Well, you still family?
And a shout out, there's an email came in and said, hey guys, after 3.5 years of trying, my wife Kelsey and I were finally able to get pregnant with our first child.
All right.
Halfway through the pregnancy, I got a call that she was in the ER with massive bleeding. She had what is called a placenta abruption. It's a rare condition that only 10% of babies survive from, but I'm happy to let you know that Quentin Robert Van Wingarden, it's a great name, was born a few weeks ago. Healthy and happy as ever. So if I could get a shout out to my wife, Kelsey, the best thing that ever happened to me for giving me the other bestest thing that ever happened to me, our son Quinn, that would be great. And it says, if you could read this on October 15th, 2042 for his 21st birthday, that would be great.
We can do that.
Thanks. It's Joel Van Wingarden who had emailed in. So, Joel, no problem, and congratulations to you guys. And since having a baby meant you had sex, we're going to talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex,
oh,
baby.
wow. Yeah.
Let's talk about you.
Casey queued up some music for me. I saw an interesting, and this has to do with sex and also chores.
Okay.
So hopefully sex is not a chore for you. But according to this poll that was done with Kelton Global, 20% of the people polled said that they would give up sex for a year if it meant not having to do the dishes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's always some sort of variation on this theme, which is, can you incite people to complete their chores with the promise of sex? Remember, that was an issue a while ago.
I would do the opposite on this. I would do dishes for a year if it meant more sex.
Wow.
You know?
I don't mind. Dishes
Yeah.
are like the least. Like, I will clean all of the dishes. I hate, for whatever reason, I hate emptying the dishwasher.
Okay.
Like,
I knew someone, Kathy, who would purposely never use her dishwasher simply because she hated unloading it.
I mean,
she would hand wash all her dishes and put them away as she was doing them just to avoid emptying the
I wish I
dishwasher.
would have taken a picture. I wish we were going to have this. I knew we were going to have this conversation. So
You have all those sex pics.
No. Well, I really wanted to send nudes to you guys, and this would have been the perfect reason. No, I just this past weekend there was so much in the sink, and I washed it all and put it on the counter because the dishwasher was full and clean, and I didn't want to put it away.
This shows you where our mindset is at our current state in life. We've just sort of moved into a dishwasher discussion from sex.
Yes.
But
right?
I'll say this, Preston, to that point. Our dishwasher wasn't working for the longest time, and so we're hand washing everything. And then when it came back online, I just remember looking at Claire going, this is the way it should be. You can put it in a machine and it'll clean it for you.
I would like to see Kathy's version of full sink versus my version of full sink.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
it's
way different.
Way different. It is.
Put this spoon in here.
By the way, I'm all
Two
for
spoons.
using the dishwasher as opposed to hand washing, and I saw a and my wife would rather like cram the dishwasher as
I hate that.
full as it could possibly
Yeah.
get. Not everything gets clean, of course. What ends up happening, but I saw a stat and of course a dish detergent commercial.
Of
that was
course.
like, you use way less water. You waste way less water if you use the dishwasher. And I'm like, there you go.
So we
I don't have to fill it all the way up. I can just fill it most of the way up and start it up.
I agree with you. So we tried this new detergent that they're advertising. Again, this is how pathetic we are. This detergent says you can just take it without even washing it off in the sink and just put it right into the dishwasher and it will clean everything. I'm like, really? Like, I mean, just if you fried something and we put it, there's no way it could work. No way it could work. And guess what? It doesn't.
Now,
Exactly.
you can't leave too much chunky stuff on
No,
there.
you
Well,
can't.
the commercial specifically says you
I know,
can do
but
that.
what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah.
it'll clean them,
Yeah.
but it all ends up at the base of your dishwasher, and then you got to go and you got to clean that
I
up. And that's
still-
it's not good for your dishwasher.
No.
I still don't think that, Steve. I'm with you. I use 3 different things in the dishwasher that claim that it's, don't worry, there's not going to be anything.
Don't need
left
to
that-
rinse it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not even rinse it. Just like because I rinse everything,
Yeah.
and I know there's been stories. Oh, you don't have to. Whatever. I rinse everything, and then I put it in the dishwasher, and there's still stuff left on some of the plates or like the spoons or whatever. And I'm not kidding. I put 3 separate things in the dishwasher.
You're like a chemist.
and
yeah.
it doesn't work.
I essentially wash the dishes before I even put them in the dishwasher. I don't even know why I actually.
How much? Soap?
It depends. I
Okay.
mean, if you're talking about like something that's got like a lot of crud on it, like the pans and stuff like that, I will definitely use soap.
Because I think a once
That
over
stuff
with a sponge makes sense, but like if you're gonna wash them,
Why then do you not wash them?
I
Just-
essentially I barely even use the dishwasher.
Well-
if I'm doing the dishes, I'm like I'm just gonna do the dishes, which is weird because when I was a kid, I always used we never hand wash, but we also had to. Do you guys? We had to roll our dishwasher out. Right? So our dishwasher kind of like sat in the pantry.
Yeah.
And we had to roll it out and then hook it up to the sink.
Old school.
Old school.
Yeah, we had one like that for a brief period.
And that dishwasher actually got the dishes clean.
Let me ask you then. So dishwashing's not your chore at home?
No.
we
try to make it the kids' chore.
What would you give up that as the original proposal
Yes.
was?
What would you give up sex for a year to avoid doing
as a chore?
Chore around the house.
folding laundry.
Yeah, I hate it.
Hate it.
So
Hate
you'd
it.
give up, would you give up sex for a year? Now, mind you, both your hands work.
None of it. Nope.
I know. You
Both
could
your
still
hands
pleasure yourself. You can definitely still do that. But no, I couldn't give it up for a year, man.
I'm
That just
surprised,
wouldn't
Kath,
work.
that because of your organizational skills and your desire
Well,
for
that's
neatness.
That's the thing. I don't like the way anybody else folds. So I refold
so
everything.
you have to do it.
By the way, here's a text that says, I became a master plumber, carpenter, and electrician in exchange for sex with my wife.
Yeah,
There you go.
I get that.
Somebody else texted in and said, my wife hates unloading the dishwasher. I love, and they're the opposites. He says that's why I married her.
Oh, perfect match.
Is because he likes unloading and she likes filling. And there you go. Right?
That's perfect. Yeah.
I'm a good filler, I have to say.
Any chore that you guys did? Well, Kathy said folding laundry,
Blacksmithing.
The cat litter box.
Oh,
that's my least
That's a
favorite.
bad
Do you have
one.
one?
That one box. I have one cat, one box.
Right,
Yeah, I know you're on a different planet.
But still, I always say this: whether it's 1 or 13 or 14, no one digs the cat.
No one likes it.
Oh boy!
Yeah, but I've given it up. Like I'll do like 3 chores in order to get out of doing that one chore. You know, so like, that's how much I hate doing that one.
You know what I keep doing though is, and my wife complains. So she'll do it in the morning, and then I don't want to do it right before I go to bed. You know, I don't want to.
Right.
I don't want to do 13 cat boxes. So I end up bumping it earlier and earlier
You
in
do
the
it like
day.
right after she does?
Yeah. So the cats are like, "What the hell?"
We do. There is somebody who listens to the show who is a fabricator, right? He is somebody who's actually able to make things, right? Like out of plastic and stuff. I'm fairly certain we would talk to a guy.
Okay.
A haberdasher or
No. So what this guy I need him to make is a basically a mesh lid that you would put on top of a cat box.
Gotcha.
And then you would put a cat box on top of that. And all you would have to do is flip the lid, do a little bit of sifting like you're sifting for gold, and then all of your turds and piss are sitting on that mesh. And then you're done.
Here's the
for
deal.
the day.
It wouldn't, even with the best litter, you'd still have to do a little bit of scraping.
Yeah.
So in theory, so there are cat boxes that work on that theory. One of the first electric cat boxes sort of used that theory. But at a certain point, and we use the best litter around, I believe, Arm & Hammer, kitty litter, you're still going to have to get in there a little bit and do a little scoopage.
Forget the sex talk. This is way more interesting. Steve, I have a question. I have side peers. The cats pee like kind of to the side.
Okay.
So I need like almost like a dome or something
They have them. Not all cats like that though,
that's
because they feel some cats feel they are very vulnerable and they want to be able to see everything. Right.
I know.
So what we have done is we have hung like runner mats by hooking into the wall around the cat box area. So even if it does breach the wall, it's just hitting the plastic. Yes.
And then you take that and wash it.
Right. And it actually it works very well.
Okay, so here's this could
forget the sex. Let's
this
talk
could
about
touch
litter.
a nerve. I know. Now we're talking about laundry and litter and dishes.
Let's talk about kitty litter.
Let's talk about
doing the dishes.
Let's talk about turds and piss and
folding laundry and the desperate beings we become.
all your turds and piss.
All right, listen to this.
Tonight we talk kitty litter.
This text says, I'm with Kathy. I hate the way my husband folds clothes and the way he loads the dishwasher and the way he puts them away in the cabinets too. It makes me want to smother him in his sleep.
Do you want to know how I know? My wife does it in a very tactful way. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like if I'm
when
doing
you're
something,
doing it wrong, here I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I think that's
I
one
know.
Of my kids.
So what am I effing up?
So I never, like my dad would always say, you're doing it half-assed, and I never understood how he truly felt until I became a father. And I'm like, oh my God. And I've thrown a couple of other expletives in there besides half-assed, but I think my kids purposely do a terrible job, so I don't ask them to do it anymore.
You did as a kid.
Yeah. So with my son and the way he was doing dishes, I said, dude, you are going to, this is going to be your job exclusively.
Until you get it right?
Until you do a good job, and then I will then pass it off.
So when it comes to folding laundry, here's the deal. When I was younger, I started to take an IQ test, an intelligent quotient test.
Right, yeah.
Okay, and so part of that are like shapes and things like that.
Okay.
That go together and so on. Like the square peg and round, all that thing. I'm just not good at that.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not your thing.
I'm stupid. Okay, so and I think intelligent. I don't think I'm very intelligent because of that. I don't remember what my score was. So things like folding shapes, folding laundry, and so on. My wife has a very specific way that she folds like our dish towels and stuff like that. And I can't figure out how to do it. She's showed me before, and folding regular towels too. I have my way, she has her way, and we don't see eye to eye. I don't know how to do it. I'm not that strong a folder.
I can make you feel better. When I was going to go to take an IQ test, I thought it was a DQ test. And we were going to Dairy Queen.
Man.
That's how stupid I am.
No ice cream?
No.
I would have been pissed.
Just a number 2 pencil.
Do you guys follow Simon Holland? I feel like you do, Case. Do you?
I know that name.
All right. He just posts like these funny memes and stuff, but he just posted the other day, sorry you finally folded in thirds, only for your wife to tell you we now roll the towels.
The rolling the towel thing became a thing. And I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. So I actually kind of like it. It's easier.
Oh yeah, no, we don't do the roll thing.
Yeah, we do the roll.
I fold. I think I fold in thirds. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Yeah.
I
So
can't
when you do a shirt, like a short sleeve. So here's the body of the shirt. I take the sleeve, fold that part over by a third. Take the other sleeve, fold that over by a third, and then fold the collared part up.
Yeah. That's
what I do.
Like the gap. Like you're doing it like a store would.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and that's fine and acceptable. If it's just going in the drawer, you don't have to do it that way.
T-shirts, right?
Yes.
T-shirts. All right, here's the deal,
And
guys.
suits. That's how I fold my suits.
This is what I'm going to tell you to do. And this is what I've been doing for the past couple of years. Just hang your T-shirts.
Oh.
Hang your T-shirts.
No, I
what I do.
have too many T-shirts.
you should see how many T-shirts I have.
I went exclusively to hanging my T-shirts.
With those little velvet
because then you go digging through the drawer.
No.
You know.
I want to show you a way not to dig through the drawer. Give me the T-shirt.
But hang on. Did you see the way I folded this?
Yeah.
This originated as a sex talk.
That's not a bad fold, right?
It's not a bad fold, but
No, it's fine. That's great.
I want to show you a trick. And listen, if you have a big enough closet that you can hang your T-shirts, then obviously you're going to see all of them. But this is what I do with Jace's drawer because it was becoming a disaster. And so now he can open the drawer, he can look in it, and he can see every T-shirt.
Okay. Now I will do my best to describe what Kathy is doing. So
I'm doing what Steve said, like the thirds, like folding the shirt in thirds. Okay.
Yep.
Hold on. This is a little messy, but
all right, yeah, we get it.
Okay. So we're gonna fold it like that.
Yep. And then fold it again in half.
Fold it again in half, and it goes in the drawer like this.
So you can see the display on the shirt.
You can see a little bit of the design on the shirt, and then
you don't lay them flat. You stand them up vertically, but you need other shirts to hold them up in order to be.
Wait a second. How are you storing that?
Like that.
Just like that.
But she would put a whole bunch of them like files. You know
And
what I mean?
cray.
And if it's so this is a little bit. That's how I do Jace's small shirts. If you have a guy's shirt, there's a different way that you can fold it that it will fit in the drawer.
I like that.
Let me fold because I want to see if this is acceptable in your world.
That's still more work than
Do
hanging
you
them
put
up.
snacks in your bras?
No, but I used to put my chapstick there in college.
Yeah.
It's going to the bar.
Like this?
No.
Wow.
No, that's not acceptable. I'll tell you that right now.
Pal.
So Nick, and that
Nick, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, Kathy though.
a little neater, but yeah.
Yeah, like a
I'll
human, maybe
tell
like a human
Hang on.
What?
instead of a baboon folding.
God.
I was trying to do it as fast as possible, jerk
We're
off.
folding laundry on the radio.
Yeah, like
oh
that.
my God.
Rock and roll!
Yeah.
Forever, cat.
Look, then
One
you
more
can
fold at the end.
then you can put it in the drawer
Yeah, all right.
that way. It's a little smaller.
All right,
You
come
can
on
put it
over.
in.
All right, so this is an easy way. This is how I pack for trips and whatnot.
Okay.
When I'm going away with the girls.
By the way, those of you on YouTube are getting something out of this because you can watch this taking place.
This
And
is the easiest way.
now
to
Casey is using a chair.
Well, I need a better.
Where's our folding table?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. I just go like boom. That's how I pack.
No.
What,
No.
Then you have the sleeves.
Yeah,
Like
the
that? Then they
sleeves
get all
sticking out.
wrinkled.
Sleeves are all askew.
There you
It's
go.
horrible.
Suck on that, a-hole.
It's all right, but it's too long for a
It's
suitcase.
big.
No, it's
you're
not.
gonna have bad
get
crease
mad.
marks.
How many hangers do you have, Case? Do you think?
my God.
Oh, dude,
Thousands?
I have hundreds.
I got 2 hangers right here.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about sex.
Right?
There, Casey brought it back to the balls.
Couple of baby makers. You know what? I asked my wife.
2 hangers right there, pal. Two my legs, man. I want to
got-
see a picture.
I asked my wife to send a picture
Okay.
because
We'll see a picture of your hangers.
How many
I
times?
have
How many times
dozens.
do you fold your pants over? So do you?
Here, let me
I
show you.
tri-fold those.
Okay.
Oh, I do too.
I
Well-
fold it in half and then one more
I
time.
do that as well.
Well, you fold it in half,
Half, right?
Right.
and then in
Well,
half.
yeah.
And a half
Right.
again.
So that you have them, and then I want to see the designs on them.
I
you
hang
know,
my
like
pants.
juicy. I want to make sure that's on the back.
Your rhinestones.
Hang on.
I hang
Let me
my
go to.
socks.
I'm going to go to Andrew. Hey, Andrew, you're on the air. Good morning.
Gadzooks.
What's up, man?
So I worked in a retail store for years down the shore, and, they taught us you have to fold it at the collar so that you had the design and it showed the front and everything like that.
Yes.
And it has gone into the way that I fold laundry.
Okay.
My fiance will not fold it that way. She folds it where she rolls it over and the sleeves match and then folds it underneath. It drives me up.
That's kind of the way Casey was doing it here in our studio.
So,
okay. And that drives you crazy?
It drives me.
Okay. Question. Is she folding your laundry that way or her laundry that way?
So she has always done the mix of the whites and the blacks and the colors and the whatever.
Okay, the separating.
I just throw everything in the laundry. So if I do it, everything gets done. If she does it, she only does, what's hers.
She only does it the right way.
Everything goes in at the same time for me. I do my laundry and
Do you use cold water?
I don't know.
All right.
Cold water.
I throw it in there.
I don't know.
I throw it in there. The washer senses itself how much water it needs
It's
to
self-aware.
use. It's self-aware.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
That's like a new.
I haven't
development.
had bleeding colors in a long time.
Me neither.
I think they've
These
gotten
colors
past
don't
that,
run.
right?
Well, because I'll
America.
accidentally throw a white shirt in with the darks, and I'm like, oh my god! And meanwhile, it's fine.
Yeah.
Dude, I had my friend Danny, his dad did. I left a shirt over there. It was one of my all-time favorite
Ruined
T-shirts. It was
it.
Animal from the
Sesame Street.
From
The
Muppets.
Muppets.
The Muppet Show. I was a drummer at the time in a band, and he freaking went from white to pink, and I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Oh, my parents turned everything I owned that was white pink.
Oh.
Both of them.
And that really doesn't happen anymore. I've noticed.
Yeah,
I've done little experiments.
They have the
I still
the bleeding
won't wash
color
the
thing is a thing of the past,
But
correct?
I still won't wash the and if I won't wash the whites with darker colors, and also I for the first time washing a garment for the first time.
Will you put maple syrup in it?
No, I won't put it in with like other stuff because I'm afraid it'll bleed, and like you
All
said,
right.
it probably doesn't anymore.
Hang on, have you guys ever heard of the Marie Kondo way
Oh,
of
yeah.
folding laundry? I
We
have
talked
not.
about, yeah.
Let me go to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How's it going, guys?
Good. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, so my wife does it that way. It's like this feng shui way of folding the clothes. Like, it drives me insane because she tries to get me to do it, and I just pretend like my arms don't work every time.
You have a full paralysis. She's the one who has the Netflix series.
Tidying up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Elimination of stuff.
And she's got a special way of folding laundry?
Yeah, like she's a minimalist, right?
Yes,
Like
she has a special way of doing everything, but it's all designed to make their less impact in your life, less clutter, that kind of thing.
I think a lot of this stuff
Thanks,
that she's
Jeff.
doing, though, to me is you then start to lose time. You start to lose.
Yeah, it looks
I
very
know,
laborious.
but think about how good you'd feel when it's all.
No,
done.
I would. That would not.
I love
It's
it.
so tidy and put away and minimal and perfect.
Yes.
And my wife follows.
She would have. Kathy, you'd be a good drill instructor.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
My wife follows these people on Instagram, and there's this one lady. She just sits there and she talks into the camera. She's folding her family's laundry, and so I watched with her the one time. I'm like,
I just murdered my children.
she's not even doing a good job. But dude, she is now the breadwinner.
Yes,
like her
because,
husband
yes.
quit the job.
People watch her do chores.
Right.
Yes.
It's bizarre.
The problem is there's going to be like 1,000 other people who believe now that they can make a living.
They can do
off of-
chores.
Yeah.
Hey,
Kath,
by the way, we have a new YouTube poll. This is the first time I think we've done one of these.
Oh.
Nick Murphy just sent me a text.
Oh, no.
And, yeah, so there's a YouTube poll of who folded it best.
geez.
right
What?
now, Kathy's in the lead.
Of course she is.
Yeah, so it's Preston, Casey, Kathy, Nick. I am losing by a lot. So if you were watching this on our YouTube channel, you can see who folded it, or you can vote for who
Hey, I'm in
folded it the
second
best.
place.
Hey,
All
good
right.
job.
And that's my method. You use my method.
Kathy, you fold
We use
your
the same method.
you fold your underwear, right?
You know what?
You don't just nail it on the wall.
No, yes, I do, and my underwear drawer used to be like a regular drawer, but it's not so
Like
much.
a regular.
Well, you know what I mean, with like the shirts all nicely in there, the underwear,
Clothing that gets closest to my hoo-hoo.
and then I had a kid, and there's no time for that.
No, there's
So,
no
so you
time
just
for that.
you throw your underwear in a drawer, just toss it all in there?
Yeah, I mean it's all
All
on,
willy-nilly?
on the left side of the, and then there's other
I
stuff
like
on
that.
the right side.
So
but
here
yes.
I have my underwear and sock drawer sharing a. Preston, I also did the thing. I just bought the same socks.
That's
So
all you gotta
it
do.
doesn't matter. Then you're not matching them up.
Yep.
And then I have my
Highly
my
recommend
underwear is folded very nicely.
This is Kate. We're looking at a picture of Casey's closet, and you've got your colors arranged properly.
That's your closet?
yeah,
No, it's not.
Yeah, very well organized.
That
Well,
is
didn't you have-
excellent, Casey? I am so proud of you.
He's so happy.
You had an organizer come over, didn't you?
Well, so I had and it was for like the Philly Home Show or whatever.
Right.
They came in and they
see.
didn't organize it for me. What they did is they built like the
Compartments.
shelving and the compartments and all that. And then
then
so
you put
I
everything in.
started that whole giant. The biggest part of my closet is because the biggest part of my wardrobe is my T-shirts and so that has been my life for, gosh, at least 5 years now.
As you pointed out,
Yes.
though, if you're going to do that, you have to have the edges where you don't get those bizarre like shoulder bumps.
Well, so those are the hangers.
hangers,
Hanger
too.
technology
Yeah.
these days, Steve, is amazing. I get my hangers at like TJ Maxx.
Heavy hangers.
Heavy hangers. at TJ Maxx or like Home Goods or whatever. They're longer and they have like a felt sort of velvet.
Yes.
You know what I'm
I
talking
hate
about.
those.
Yeah.
These must be
Oh, I
felt.
love that.
Yeah, I hate the felt ones, man, because the material sticks to it when you're trying to get it out of there. It's hard to get it off of there.
But
I
when
like
you're
the old-
hanging dozens of T-shirts at a time, you kind of get better at it.
Are they all the same hangers?
Yes, look at them. I'm
Yeah.
very
that's
impressed.
Consistency.
I don't have that option. I have a smaller closet. You know,
You're in an older home where,
right.
like,
Right.
same thing when I was
we
growing
have
up,
a,
Steve.
I have a butter churn in my closet.
Like those, the people that were, living in the late 1800s.
Not a lot of T-shirts.
They did, they kind of like wore the same clothes
Yeah.
like every day. But so they're.
I've worn this for 7 weeks straight.
Like I had a closet growing up, Steve, that was essentially it was just in the corner.
Yeah.
And it had like you could hang a couple of you couldn't hang anything there.
You kept the dishwasher
Yeah.
in there, right?
Yeah. At one point, my mother
Slept in it.
She no. When I had moved upstairs to the attic, there were no closets up there, and Strawberries and Clothiers went out of business, or they closed. And my mom got like a department store hanger. It was like a round.
That works.
And that's what I had. in
if
the
you
one
had the room to
Yeah.
have that, that'd be great.
You could hide in those when mom went
Yes,
shopping
right.
in the mall.
Hang on, I want to go
I
to
hide in them now.
Where's Steve?
John wants to talk about the Ranger roll.
The Ranger
A way to
roll.
fold laundry. I assume it's a military way.
They were really pushing boundaries
I
this
know.
morning.
Right before the segment, I told you guys, I'm like, I got like 3 or 4 sex stories they're going to tie together. Let's go.
Bill-
We started with people who would give up sex for a year to not do dishes any longer, and it led to all your household chores and how we do them. So, John, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, what's up, John?
First time calling, so I was just excited here. I just wanted to let you bring you up to speed on a Ranger roll. It's a military method of packing T-shirts. It's a little hard to explain over the air, but if you guys want to Google it or something, you can see
We're
a
looking
video
at
on it.
a video right now that we believe, knowing Connor, that is actually the Ranger roll. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool method of doing it. It's not you're not going to be able to see what the T-shirt says in the front, but you can fit a lot of T-shirts in a real small space.
All right, so it's about efficiency. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
to see what I'm going to be
It looks
wearing.
time consuming.
We'll take a look at this, but do you still do it, John?
Yeah, I do it all the time. We'll be packed on vacation and everything. I Ranger roll all my stuff.
Okay.
You do T-shirts, you do pants, all kinds of stuff. So.
Thank you, man. It reminds me, Steve, of when on the Brady Bunch, when Alice's twin sister
Yes.
came and stayed with him, and she was a drill sergeant,
Right.
and she showed them how to roll their socks up properly.
Yeah, she was
reminds me of.
kind of a bitch.
Yeah,
Kathy,
but she was.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, Kathy, I had to fold fitted sheets, and
Oh.
that was.
You know the trick?
I know the trick.
Rochelle showed me a fitted sheet
Well-
fold one time, and I said,
No.
"You're on your own, lady.
Here's the
no
trick.
way
I
I'm
am.
doing
I am
that."
aces at the fitted sheet.
Are you?
fold,
'Cause-
yeah.
all right, maybe you can come over because my trick is ball it up and put it in the drawer.
Oh, wait, that works.
Wait, Steve, you do the thing where you
Hand in like a puppet.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It folds it just
yeah.
like a flat sheet if you
No,
do
it
that.
does not.
It does. It does.
It doesn't in my house. You're a whore. Gravity doesn't work or something. I don't know.
You filthy whore.
Throw that in there.
I want to go back to people in the armed forces and how they are so efficient with the things that they do.
Like
And
military corners and things like that.
well, not only that,
Yeah.
I saw a guy who was a paratrooper, okay? And he had this how-to video on how to properly fold up and round up, a long extension cord. Because
wouldn't you die if you jumped out of a plane with that?
Well, so you don't do that. You jump out with a parachute.
Oh, okay.
But
Step one.
Step one, don't use this extension cord. This is for something else. No, but essentially, he folds up his extension cords the same way that they would pack their chutes. And so he laid this all out, and he's like, because you'll spend a little bit of time, round, the extension cord up, and then it's still when you go to use it again, it gets all.
Well,
You
the
ever-
difference is if you don't properly fold your underwear, you're not going to careen off a garbage truck going maximum velocity.
Case, have you seen Rodney do it at the end of like a broadcast?
No.
With extension
Yeah,
cords.
yeah.
Oh, it's really impressive. He'll do it with computer cords, extension cords, and I'm like, however Rodney does it is the absolute right way to do it, and I can never replicate
Well,
it.
I wonder if that has to do with like the fire hoses.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
because he's got training in it.
Well, for a shoot deployment,
Yeah.
people, will fold. My brother-in-law has over like 1,100 jumps.
Right.
He
Oh, wow.
he loves it. He's since given it up now that he has kids. But that whole process. You have to be very confident in how you fold that parachute.
Yeah. Well, this guy, he had like a 100-foot extension cord, and he just laid it on the ground.
Jumped out of the plane.
And then, don't forget your parachute. And then he was like, surgical. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then like gave it like a little boom, a little punch to the ground, and then it like
and then
tied
a
itself.
kabooyah. Are you going to attempt to describe this? Because I have no idea what you're talking
I want
about.
Connor to find it because I can't.
Just look under boom,
You can't
boom,
describe
boom.
it?
All right, I'm going to look that up.
Check that out. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my
I
room.
see what comes up on YouTube when you type in boom, boom, boom.
It probably goes, let's go back to my room.
I want you in my room.
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Let's
go back to my room so we can do it all night and they can make it feel right. Oh, boom.
Nick
Venga
Murphy,
Boys.
ladies and gentlemen, is in here with an extension cord. What's up,
I
man?
want to show you this cable wrap thing. They teach us this in film school.
Oh,
and
yes.
everywhere,
All right. Here we
What
go.
I'm interested to know.
Do you employ this yourself all the time?
Yeah, you do it so the cable doesn't get damaged, so you don't wind up.
And that's what a lot of people do. They tug and do undue stress on it.
Right. So you take your cable and you're going to make a little loop, right?
I see what you're doing.
And then you take this, and instead of going the same way that you went, you go under, like that.
Man. Oh, wow.
So you take that.
And this will
So
keep
over,
it.
under?
Yep. So you do this, you give it a little twist.
So it never-
See, this cable has
it
already
won't
been
kink.
damaged. And then once you do it like that, it'll retain
Its
that.
proper form.
And then,
but you're right. You can see where it's already been wrongly bent.
Yeah, exactly.
So the idea is.
the idea with it, right? And you should be able to like grab it like a lasso and like throw it out.
It goes straight out.
Straight out like that. That's the whole purpose of that.
So it's under and over, under and over.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, that
Connor,
makes sense.
Connor,
a forward loop and a backward loop.
We've got the video to boom boom. Let's go back to.
And Nick is also, he likes neatly folded shirts as
God.
well.
So we real quick, we got rid of, I keep our like socks and underwear in our like
atrium
nightstand table things. So we had like these big ones. They were like this big, like 3 feet. And we dropped down to like a 2-foot one. And we were like, all right, we got to get rid of the things we don't like. We wrapped them up or, fold them in a different way. And now I'm like, this is the way to do it. Like all my socks, right? Instead of like, you just throw them in the thing. Now they're like almost like little like flowers in like a little like flower bed. It's so great. They sit like upright and like the underwear, we're like rolling it like that. It's like everything is just condensed and minimal. And I'm like, oh,
I do like
so
that.
good. Everything is like
Now,
perfect.
you also don't have a dishwasher, I heard.
No, we don't have a dishwasher.
You just wash everything by hand.
Yeah, dude, it's very zen-like. Put on a good album. Put on, tell your smart speaker to play whatever you like, and you just get like 15 minutes to yourself, and you can, just
I don't
zen-
see it as
zone out.
15 minutes to myself. I see it as
it's
having to do something.
It's like 3 songs, so like 3 good songs, and you're done.
Not in my house.
I'm not.
3 good songs.
I can see what he's saying. What I will do is I'll put on music or do the same thing. I'm not as opposed. I am just critiqued. I am not. I will get the once over on my cleaning capabilities, and then I realize I'm not good at it.
Wait, can I tell you something? The only time I hate doing dishes is after I shower. I don't want.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
Because you're already clean
Yeah.
and you're associating yourself with something dirty.
Well, and I don't like the smell of the dish soap.
Could you
even
bring
if
your
it's like
dishes into the shower?
I mean, maybe. I don't like the smell of the dish soap on my hands. So,
Oh.
like, after I've showered, if I've got to do that, I'm like, oh, God. And
I don't mind the smell of dish soap. Okay.
You know me with smells.
You would not have done well with Madge. Remember, she'd have her.
She's been soaking
in it.
Yeah.
Dishwashing detergent.
Wait, I got my hands in
Yeah.
dish detergent? Why?
It's called lye. You've been soaking in it.
You've been soaking in it. Look, the skin's coming off your fingers. That's bone.
These are bones!
Also, sponges gross me out beyond belief.
Wow.
All right. Sponges?
Yeah, because they're just
In
filled-
nature or in the kitchen?
They're probably filled with mold.
You were like this
I
far
know, I
away.
can't
You're this
help
far
it.
away from the person that uses a brand new bar of soap one time and then throws it away.
Leave me alone. I can't help it. I can't
know,
help
I know.
it.
She makes
It's a
Rain
sickness.
Man look like Van Wilder.
It's a sickness. Leave me
Do you
alone.
ever put sponges in the dishwasher?
No, I throw them
We
out
do.
and I get new ones.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to clean them.
I gotta get a
Sponges
new
are
one.
so expensive.
I know. Yeah, see? It's not about the expense. It's just about having a clean sponge.
What are the costs of your various sponges?
Thank you.
Okay. This has been Sex Chat.
Yeah.
So horny.
On the Preston and Steve Show. we have to take a break. We're watching the video of the guy,
shirtless guy,
doing the extension cord, and yeah, that's pretty. He has a couple of different ways that he does it, Casey.
Yeah. So this is the paratrooper guy.
Okay.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah.
Interesting. All right.
That is pretty cool.
It does look pretty amazing.
It obviously keeps you in shape.
But anyway, wow. All right.
That is tiring.
He doesn't go to the gym. All he does is he folds up extension cords.
I hope you guys got something out of this
I hope it
morning.
improves your sex life.
Yeah. Yes. You are going to have the greatest sex of your life today. Congratulations, and you're welcome. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back in a second. When we get back, we are going to reveal the totals of the Preston and Steve Camp Out for Hunger 2021.
Yes.
As well as getting to the bizarre file. So we're excited to pass along that information. It's coming up next. Stay with us. Entertainment television.
We all get together for the holidays.
What am I talking? What am I talking to here?
I'm E.T.
He walks in. He's like, "Are you serious? I have to do this."
Pulling himself up in the chair.
Thanks for talking with me.
Could you get my agent in here, please?
I'm talking to a turtle.
Yeah.
Not a turtle. Turtle.
Oh my God.
I want a goddamn Oscar.
It was during an interview with E.T.'s Kelty Knight.
Oh, okay.
Whoever that is. I left that part out and I just said E.T., all right? So it was at the Are you still family?
How much longer is he going to be in rehab?
He's holding up his finger. Oh, my God.
E.T. could probably fix his addiction problem with his magic finger.
You're right.
His heart.
Touch his heart.
Heartlight.
Whole new human being.
New Batman movie. So stupid. It's so dumb.
A suspended Long Island judge pleaded guilty on Friday to sneaking into his neighbor's home and stealing panties from her clothes hamper.
Bad judge.
This is a judge. Robert Sakale pleaded guilty to second-degree attempted burglary. He was detained on March 29, 2018 when he had been knocking on
They call me Judge Panties.
after he'd been knocking on a neighbor's door.
I like panties.
Sakale is said to have just left the home on a different neighborhood. Of a different neighbor prior to arriving at the second neighborhood's home.
I'm touching myself under my robe.
The first neighbor was identified as 23-year-old former intern at the Islip Town Attorney's Office.
Islip, yeah.
Islip, where the judge used to work. Now, police found that the judge had several pairs of panties stuffed down his suit jacket.
Oh, my God.
And his raincoat when they apprehended him.
Those are my panties.
Sakale's attorney claimed that his client had changed. He said he has served the people of Suffolk County honorably for the last 26 years.
Except for the panties part.
As a legal aid attorney, town of Islip attorney, and a district court judge. He has dealt with his mental illness.
I also like to poop in oatmeal.
He's also...
What?
I like to poop in oatmeal.
He has dealt with his mental illness issues in a provocative manner and proactive manner.
Yes, provocative. Yes, oh, how provocative.
And he allegedly told officers during his arrest, the panties I had on me are from the other times I went into the house.
Okay, so don't judge him harshly.
We have a lot going on today. I want to start by saying we are going to have members of the Downton Abbey film in our studio this morning. So, in preparation for that, we're having Rambo Day on the Preston and Steve show.
Because if you can think of an American movie that is most linear to Downton Abbey, it'd be Rambo.
It would be Rambo Last Blood, which is coming out on Friday, the same day as the Downton Abbey film.
Listen, You guys are excited about something, and now I'm excited about something.
I'm doing a double feature, Kath. I'm doing Rambo and Downton Abbey on Friday.
Both Steve and I are wearing John Rambo wigs and bandanas. Casey has a bandana around his neck, but he doesn't need the wig because
his hair's long enough. Yeah. So you're John Rambo, who is out and about and killing, and I'm John Rambo, who would like to get a job at a fast food place.
Yeah, you're a little more. My hair is a little more wild right now,
and I'm wearing my hairnet still.
Yeah, you have the hairnet on, so.
You know, it'd be really cool, Preston, if we have enough wigs and bandanas for the Downton Abbey cast.
Could you imagine if they did that? So we'll find out what happens.
I bet they'd be into that. I mean, they all have those like dry senses of British humor, but I bet they'd be into that idea.
I don't know how long I can stay with the wig on because
mine hurts.
The actual hair, it's itchy.
Yeah,
and also. It causes a cushion between my headphones and my ears.
Same here.
So it's the volume is not quite where it needs to be. So
how did Rambo ever do a radio show?
How did he do that?
Rambo in the morning.
It's 6:05 in the morning. Weather looks good for the rest of the week. And don't forget Money Shark at 8 o'clock.
Hey, Charlie Sheen was set to compete on season 28 of Dancing with the Stars, but ultimately he walked. He was talking to Us Weekly.
You have to walk to get out on the dance floor. Duh.
He told the magazine, I was very flattered by ABC and their offer, but at the end of the day, I have 2 left feet and I just can't dance.
Charlie Sheen.
I'm a freaking warlock.
Yeah, you should be able to create a spell and be able to dance.
I'll get on my Nimbus and fly around the stage.
Why can't you just get on your Mercury surfboard?
Absolutely.
The opportunity was linked to a pilot opportunity as well.
Yeah, I want to be a pilot for American Airlines.
But when he passed on Dancing with the Stars,
I'm your pilot. Outside the plane can see a freaking mountain.
Yes. Charlie Sheen, commercial air pilot.
We'll never crash because I'm a freaking warlock. Floatium forever.
I'm concerned about this flight.
Thousands of dollars worth of bull semen has been destroyed after a cattle building exploded.
Oh, no.
All right. I just saw a tweet this morning that said, I didn't know semen was flammable, and I didn't know what that was in reference to, and apparently it's this story.
So it was the semen itself that exploded?
Well, I'm not really sure about that, but emergency services were called to...
Oh, yeah.
Emergency services were called to...
I blew that chick apart.
We're called to Yarram Herd Services at about 3 a.m. where 100 cryogenic cylinders containing cattle semen exploded in the blaze.
I can't imagine there's anything flammable and
no, I think
it's probably the containers themselves or something with the wiring or whatever.
Well, maybe they're pressurized, but it took 10 fire crews more than 10 hours to contain the fire at the building, which is a cattle breeding service. Vice Committee Chairman Aaron Thompson said the loss would be, quote, a huge blow for farmers, with the cylinders being worth between $500 and $1,000 each. He said
the entire town next door got a facial.
He said, we're coming into the artificial insemination season, so...
Oh, are we? It's like Kathy's fall activities.
There would have been substantial amounts of semen inside the tanks that we've lost, which was owned by our local farmers, and it can range in value from $5 per straw to $95 per straw.
Wow.
A lot of farmers would have semen stock in the building in those tanks preparing for AI, so... We've got that plus all of our herd testing equipment that was in there as well. He said, so this is significant damage and is going to have a flow-on effect on Yarram, especially after the drought that Yarram District has experienced over the last 12 months.
Bad news, folks. We have a semen drought.
Yeah. It's going to be a real blow for sure, he said. The not-for-profit organization provides artificial insemination breeding advice.
Put a call into Peter North.
Korn has launched its new coffee brand called Korn Coffee.
Korn Coffee.
Yes.
It's a great name.
Korn Coffee.
If you like the driven rock of corn, you'll love their coffee.
Korn personally curated the creation of Korn coffee.
Yeah, that's good.
See how many K sounds I can put in there. Korn personally curated the creation of Korn coffee, a process that saw the band members tasting multiple variations for ultimately selecting the perfect roast and blend.
Yeah, that one.
Each bag of Korn coffee will feature a special message from the band, which reads, after almost 25 years of touring, making records, and playing in front of all of our amazing fans,
we still drink coffee.
One thing has remained a constant in our daily routine.
Lattes!
I was not expecting that.
I know.
Latte!